New book Dou Po. Starting with Shuai and Xun'er activating abnormal water. Kneeling down for support. This book is also known as the most enjoyable way to sign in with a white prostitute. The first time to sign in with Tang San, I became my brother. Law in Douluo, left hand golden cudgel, right hand Pangu axe. Alang traveled to the Douluo world and bound the first check in system. As long as he did something during Tang San's first check he could receive a system critical strike reward. Detected Tang San's first cultivation of purple extreme magic eyes, have you checked in? Successful check Reward. Golden eyes and star technique. Detected Tang San's first soul ring test, are you checking in? Successful check Rewards. Divine level martial soul Ruyi golden hoop stick, chaos level martial soul Pangu Kaitian axe. Detected Tang San's first apprenticeship, have you checked in? Successful check Rewards. Natural divine power, divine gang protector, void ring. Detected Tang San absorbing martial souls for the first time, do you want to sign in? Successful check Reward. For Monkey's big gift pack in the worldly world. In this way, Alang won Tang San's various firsts and began his life of cheating. Tang San. Brother Lang, why are you everywhere? Master. How could your first soul ring be 100,000 years old? Xiaowu. You're good or bad? I really like it. Dai Mubai. Brother Lang, teach me how to pick girls. Tang Hao. Are you his father or am I, Qianren Xue? You're amazing. Erming. Mo Lang is my brother. Law Daming. Mo Lang is also my brother. Law Mo Lang. What kind of bullshit in the divine realm? I'll smash it with one stick and chop it apart with one axe. Half daily, half dressed, cool and relaxed. Keywords of the novel. Douluo. Left hand golden hoop stick, right hand Pangu axe, no pop-up window, Douluo. Left hand golden hoop stick, right hand Pangu axe, complete collection, download TXT, Douluo. Left hand golden hoop stick, right hand Pangu axe, latest chapter reading. Chapter 1 opening check-in. Golden eyes and star technique. New book request. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1 opening check-in. Golden eyes and star technique. New books for collection, requesting tickets, Douluo continent, southwest of the Tiando Empire, Fasno province. On a small hill about 100 meters high near the Holy Soul village in the south of Notting City. Ding, it has been detected that Tang San is practicing purple extreme magic eyes for the first time and has met the check requirements. Do you want to sign in? When Mo Lang heard the sound of the system in his mind, tears of excitement were about to flow out. I squatted here for Tang San for almost a year and a half. Tang San, this kid has finally come here to practice. I can finally start my first check Looking at the back of the 5 or 6-year-old boy in front of him, Mo Lang excitedly clenched his fist. Mo Lang is 7 years old this year, 1.5 years older than Tang San, and has traveled a year and a half earlier than him. This year and a half has made him wait hard for a long time. Because he is bound to the first check system, as long as he signs in on Tang San's first time, he can receive various system rewards. The first sign-in task is to sign in during Tang San's first practice of purple extreme magic eyes and Xiantian Gong. Because of this, Mo Lang waited here for a year and a half, finally waiting for Tang San's first time to come to this small hill for cultivation. Because once he misses, he doesn't know when the next first time will be. He only knew that when Tang Sanwu was 6 years old in the novel, he would practice the purple extreme demon eye and Xiantian Gong in this small hill every day. But Tang San did not specify a specific time for his first practice as the third young master of the Tang family, so when Tang San was 4 years old, Mo Lang began to hide in this small hill before dawn, waiting for Tang San's first practice. This is almost a year and a half. Fortunately, when Mo Lang crossed over, he was an orphan. Otherwise, his parents would have known that Mo Lang came here to daydream every day before dawn, probably thinking he had a brain problem. And Mo Lang's parents in this world are buried on this mountain, and it can be said that they came to worship their parents when they were discovered. Fortunately, the emperor did not disappoint those with intentions, and Mo Lang finally waited for Tang San's first time. After hearing the system prompt, he didn't hesitate at all and immediately started checking in. Ding! Congratulations on the host's successful check.in. Rewards. Golden Eyes and Star Technique. After hearing the system's check.in reward, Mo Lang's eyes lit up. As a traveler, he certainly knows what a golden pupil is. This is the eye that all men dream of. Because the golden pupils have two major functions. A 1,000-mile eye and a perspective eye. Safe LSP first miracle. With it. Xianren Xue, please don't let me know where you're taking a shower. Elio. The only purpose for Mo Lang to travel here is not to let go of any Douluo beauty. Of course, to pick a girl, one must have the ability, so he must first win Tang San's various firsts before going to pick a girl. His first goal is to dance. After all, in the novel, Xiaowu followed Tang San and suffered a lot, which was not what he wanted to see. Since I have traveled through this time, of course, I want to let my favorite female characters live a happy life. As for Tang San, Mo Lang's emotions are complex. While hating him like Tang Hao, who cannot even protect his own woman, he sympathizes with him. Ding! Do you use golden pupils? Yes. In an instant. Mo Lang felt a hint of coolness in his eyes. The usage of golden pupils also came to mind. But now he lacks soul power and cannot use the golden eye. By the way, didn't you also obtain a star technique book? Mo Lang was worried that he would not be able to cultivate. He remembered that he had also obtained something, and the name made him feel very noble. It should be a cultivation technique. Mo Lang couldn't wait to open it and take a look. Star technique. A divine-level technique that can absorb the power of stars and integrate it into soul power, making soul power more powerful and long-lasting. Upon seeing this introduction, a bold idea came to Mo Lang's mind. Can we integrate the power of the stars into cough and cough? Suppressing this bold idea, Mo Lang clicked to use it. Suddenly, all the cultivation formulas related to the star technique were engraved in his mind. It's comfortable now. Mo Lang is very satisfied with the things he signed in for the first time. With the golden eyes and star technique, even if one does not awaken a powerful martial soul, they will not become garbage. So Mo Lang began to look forward to where his second check.in would take place. Ding! The second check.in point is the location of Tang San's first martial soul awakening. Seeing the system prompt, Mo Lang jumped up excitedly. As is well known, everyone in Douluo continent has their own martial soul. Around the age of 6, there will be people from the Martial Soul Hall performing the Martial Soul Awakening ceremony. With a martial soul, a person's abilities in certain aspects will be enhanced. In terms of specific aspects, San Xiao did not elaborate on it. Mo Lang could only smile knowingly. And Mo Lang had long speculated that when Tang San first performed the Martial Soul Awakening ceremony, it was definitely one of his check.in points. So last year, when the village chief of Old Jack asked him to attend the Martial Soul Awakening ceremony, he dodged directly and was so angry that Old Jack trembled all over, almost losing his breath. At that time, Mo Lang also felt a bit guilty. After all, he was raised by Old Jack since childhood. Old Jack can be said to be his only relative in this world. He has always treated the other party as his own grandfather, and the other party has also raised Mo Lang as his own grandson. So it was only when he learned that Mo Lang had missed the martial soul awakening ceremony for a year that he became so angry and weak. You should know that the earlier you awaken, the earlier you can practice, otherwise the opposite is true. One step slow, one step slow. This is not what old Jack wants to see. The reason why Mo Lang did not awaken and postponed it for a year was because he knew the time when Tang San first performed the martial soul awakening ceremony, so he could definitely sign in. Therefore, he didn't want to wake up early, but waited to awaken his martial soul with Tang San, and then sign in to receive rewards. Now it seems that he did not guess wrong, and now Mo Lang is starting to look forward to what kind of martial soul he will awaken or receive as a reward for his second check that in. Looking at Tang San's back. Mo Lang murmured to himself, "Third, let me tell you what a man is." After speaking, he walked down the mountain. Because there is still some time before the next free prostitution of Tang San, you can first practice the star technique and see how the effect is. And Tang San, who was immersed in his cultivation, didn't know that he had been prostituted once for free, and at the same time, he wanted to continue to prostitute him for free. Holy Soul Village. After returning from the mountain, Mo Lang picked a lot of mushrooms and wild chives. Mushrooms are used to make chicken stewed mushrooms, and leeks are used to make stir-fried eggs with leeks. Since we are going to have an harem, we need to start replenishing our bodies from a young age. Mo Lang graduated from New Oriental in his past life, so his level of cooking goes without saying. The person who was originally planning to become a chef at a 5-star hotel was hit by a car and passed through. I don't know if it's luck or misfortune. The old man is not at home. Mo Lang was surprised to see that old Jack was not at home. Old Jack is over 60 years old, so he naturally woke up early. Usually at this time, he would make himself run less and read more books about martial souls. Mo Lang wanted to tell him at that time that he had read this book 3 times himself. Bang dang. Mo Lang finished stewing the chicken and mushrooms, and his heart suddenly skipped a beat. The lid of the soup pot in his hand fell to the ground unsteadily, falling to a pulp. What's going on? Is something wrong with old Jack? Mo Lang felt a bad premonition in his heart, but he hoped that his worries were unnecessary. Brothers with recommended votes, please kneel down and thank you for the new book, Douluo. Left hand Emperor Yan, right hand Emperor Huang Tian. This book is mainly to make up for Douluo's regret. It is a cool article for daily dressing, please recommend it. Requesting tickets. Thank you very much. More importantly, the entire book is free and free of charge. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. Being called brother by the protagonist is Shuang, seeking new books for collection and tickets. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. Being called brother by the protagonist is Shuang, seeking new books for collection and tickets. Although he always calls the other person old Jack regardless of size, he has long regarded the kind old Jack as his own grandfather. If something happens to the other party, he can't believe what kind of thing he will do. Xiao, what are you cooking again, so fragrant? Just as Mo Lang was worried, old Jack's voice came in from outside the door, and Mo Lang breathed a sigh of relief. Listening to the sound, old Jack was in a good mood today. As the sound approached, the figure of old Jack appeared at the door. Old Jack is 61 years old this year, with a slender figure, but still in good spirits. He dresses up energetic every day and doesn't have much hair. He even applies hair gel and combs it meticulously. Mo Lang always roast about whether he looked at Widow Wang, who was in her 40s in the village. As a result, old Jack always laughed and scolded, little or big. Old Jack, did Widow Wang promise to warm your bed? Are you laughing so happily? Mo Lang looked at old Jack with a smile on his face, and his mood also improved. He silently recited, safe and sound all year round, while looking at the broken jar lid on the ground, and then joked with a teasing expression on his face. Go on, go on. If it weren't for your kid learning such a good cooking skill somewhere, with your unpleasant mouth, I would have kicked you out long ago. Old Jack couldn't help but stare at the kid who didn't have a door on his mouth when he saw Mo Lang, this little brat, teasing him again. Mo Lang is good at everything, he just opened his mouth. Seeing that the elders in the village had no respect at all, old Tang and old Wang shouted loudly, causing chaos in the village. It's strange to say that not a single person in the village hates him, and even Tang Hao's stinky face rarely brings a smile upon seeing Mo Lang. This kid's seniority is inexplicably good and outrageous. Of course. I also really like this Mo Lang, who is only 7.5 years old but speaks like an old martial artist. I even regarded the other person as my own grandson for a long time. Old Jack also has a son and grandson, and they also like Mo Lang very much. They don't even care about old Jack adopting Mo Lang. Especially the other party's superb cooking skills, as well as their carefree and likable personality, all regarded Mo Lang as a family member. Well, there will be a dance soul awakening ceremony in 3 months. I heard that eating soul beast meat can improve the soul power when awakening martial souls, so I immediately bought 1 pound back. Although meat is expensive and has cost me half a life savings, if I can increase the chance of Mo Lang awakening his martial soul, this money will be worth it. If Mo Lang had truly awakened his powerful martial soul and become a soul master, he would have been able to boast for the rest of his life. If this kid can become a soul saint, then he can also have a smile on his face. Thinking of this, old Jack couldn't help but take out a pound of soul beast meat that he had bought early in the morning and said to Mo Lang, "Little rabbit, guess what kind of meat this is?" Seeing old Jack so excited, Mo Lang couldn't help but curiously scrutinize the fragrant meat and exaggeratedly said, "Old Jack, you probably won't go dragon slaying, will you? This must be dragon meat." "Go ahead and I'll know you're talking nonsense," said old Jack by Mo Lang with a glance. "This is soul beast meat. Aren't you going to awaken your martial soul in 3 months? I heard that eating soul beast meat increases the chance of awakening your soul power, so I bought 1 pound for you to try, kid." "How many soul coins did you spend?" Upon hearing old Jack say this, Mo Lang's eyes suddenly became cold. He had never heard of eating soul beast meat increasing the chance of awakening soul power. There must be unscrupulous vendors who, like in their past lives, went to the small mountain village to deceive the elderly for money. And they came to Holy Soul Village to deceive parents who wanted their children to become soul masters with soul coins. Thinking of this, Mo Lang clenched his fist. What he hates the most in his life is scammers who cheat old people out of money. In my past life, I couldn't kill anyone. Now I want to see and kill one by one. Not much, just 5 silver soul coins. Old Jack noticed that Mo Lang's gaze had changed, knowing that if this kid knew he wanted the hardware soul coin, he would definitely ask himself to return it. He casually mentioned a number with a fold in the middle. "Where are people?" Mo Lang looked at old Jack every time he spoke, his eyes liked to glance to the right and didn't say much. He casually picked up the kitchen knife beside him and asked. "Mo Lang." Seeing that Mo Lang insisted on retreating, old Jack became angry and called Mo Lang's name a second time. The first time was when Mo Lang did not go for the martial soul awakening last year. Today is the second time. This indicates that old Jack is really angry. Otherwise, they wouldn't call Mo Lang by his name, they would call him Little Bunny. You don't have to worry about how much the soul beast meat costs. This is not something you as a child should worry about. What you need to do now is eat the soul beast meat and go obediently to awaken your martial soul in 3 months. Old Jack said with a stern face, "I know you've been sensible since you were young, but you must listen to me on this matter. Since I bought this meat, whether it's useful or not, I'm willing to spend the money. Even if there is only a tiny hope, I am willing. As long as you can become a soul master, if my old Jack frowns, I will call you Grandpa." "Ha ha ha. Old Jack, why are you so serious? I can't beat him even if I go, but today he looks very domineering. Maybe Widow Wang will follow you. Seeing old Jack's domineering appearance, Mo Lang couldn't help but laugh. The tears in his eyes were either too funny or too moved. Bang! Old Jack angrily punched Mo Lang on the head and then laughed along. It's not Grandpa blowing it to you. Widow Wang always looks at me secretly. That's a good relationship. You can eat more leek scrambled eggs today and try to be tough. Little rabbit, I don't know where I learned so much meat. Hurry up and stir-fry the soul beast meat. Let's go to Tang San's house and bring some to him as well. If we have such a father on the stall, it's also unlucky for the third child. Damn it. Mo Lang did not object, and he was quite familiar with Tang Hao and Tang San. Once, while drinking with Tang Hao, they almost bowed their heads. This caused Tang San to stare at him like a thief every time, afraid of pulling his father to drink. Tang Hao's family. Still the old and dilapidated wooden house in the novel. Tang San may have just returned from his cultivation, sweating profusely. Oh, the third one just finished running and came back. Upon seeing Tang San, Mo Lang took the initiative to greet him. Tang San saw that it was Mo Lang, and his good mood of starting to cultivate suddenly plummeted to the bottom. There is no other reason. This kid, who is only 1.5 years older than himself, always wants to hold on to his father and worship him, so that he can call him uncle. As someone who has traveled through time, his names are Tang Hao's father and old Jack's grandfather, which is nothing. I have to call this Uncle Mo Lang, who is only 1.5 years older than me. He can't even say that to death. However, he has been taken care of by Mo Lang and old Jack for the past few years. Being polite, Tang San still greeted him honestly and said, "Hello Grandpa Jack, hello Brother Lang." Upon hearing this sound, Mo Lang felt extremely comfortable, and being called brother by the protagonist was simply satisfying. End of this chapter. Chapter 3 Second Check-in. Left hand Ruyi Golden Hoop Stick Right hand Pangu. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Chapter 3 Second Check-in. Left hand Ruyi Golden Hoop Stick Right hand Pangu Opening Acts. Seeing Mo Lang's despicable expression, Tang San always doubted whether the other party was a disciple of the Tang sect who couldn't bear to see him cross over. Is it to bully oneself? However, when he was 3 years old, he almost died at the hands of a venomous snake. In the end, Mo Lang stepped forward to save him, and he finally let go of his guard. That's also why Tang San is willing to call Mo Lang brother. This is also the reason why Tang Hao is willing to chat and drink with Mo Lang, this little brat. The grace of saving life is heavier than Mount Tai. Since then, Tang San has also begun to pay attention to this seemingly cheerful and unprofessional young man, who is actually much more mature than his peers. He just doesn't know the reason why Mo Lang tried his best to save him. It's just to prostitute him for free and also recognize Tang Hao as his elder brother. After all, only Mo Lang in Holy Soul Village knows that Tang Hao is a title Douluo. Before being invincible, this is the thigh. However, Mo Lang did not attend the martial soul awakening ceremony last year, and Tang San also learned some things about the martial soul. It's just that his Xiantian Gong hasn't reached the peak of the first level yet, so he doesn't know about the soul ring. After handing over the things he had cooked to Tang San to eat, Mo Lang looked at Tang Hao who had woken up and said, "Brother Hao, next time I'll teach you how to roll dice. You really don't have the talent for boxing." Who doesn't have a talent for martial arts? Let's come and compete tonight. If I lose, I'll call you Brother Lang. Tang Hao immediately became angry and embarrassed when he saw Mo Lang's "you're a trash, you can't" expression. I don't have time. The martial soul awakening ceremony will be held in 3 months, and I will start practicing hard. Who will accompany you to drink, trash? Mo Lang waved his hand in disgust, making Tang Hao's nose crooked. Lousy is officially titled Douluo. One of the gods of slaughter in the capital of slaughter. One of the 3 great craftsmen in mainland China. You call me trash. If it weren't for seeing you as a child, I would have taught you a good lesson. After I wake up, I'll take you to play new things. Okay, Mo Lao Di. Tang San. Dot. Old Jack. Dot. Soon. 3 months have also passed. Still on that familiar little hill. There is a figure that appears here in the quiet of night during these 3 months. And this person is Mo Lang. Because according to the introduction of the star technique, practicing at night will have a better effect. Sure enough. One night, while Mo Lang was practicing, he felt that the stars would scatter strands of star power into his body that others couldn't even see. Strangely, he had reached level 10 full soul power a month ago, but unlike Tang San, he would fall into a bottleneck and could continue to cultivate. So he practiced for another 2 months and reached level 20 full soul power today, only then did he encounter that bottleneck. Mo Lang attributed this to the fact that star technique is more advanced than Xiantiangong, so level 20 is his limit. In other words, like Qianren Xue, I am considered to have 20 innate soul powers. TSK, truly my future wife, even with innate soul power, she needs to be like herself. Mo Lang felt the brilliant soul power flowing through his body like a star, and narcissistically touched his chin, thinking. Wife, wait for me, I'll find you soon. The next day. Mo Lang followed old Jack to Tang San's house and took Tang San to awaken his martial soul. But unlike novels, Tang Hao actually wants to go with them. Kid, I'm going to see what kind of martial soul you awaken today. If you're a trash martial soul, I'll have to laugh you to death. Tang Hao regretted after saying these words. I don't know why, but in recent years I have suddenly become so childish. Moreover, old Jack looked at him with a murderous gaze. Cough cough, just kidding, you guys go ahead. I'll buy a few bottles of wine to celebrate. Tang Hao awkwardly waved his hand. At the same time, a hint of gloom flashed in my eyes. Are your own sons this old? It's time for the awakening of the martial soul. Since that's the case, it's time for me to leave. Anyway, with Mo Lang around, rest assured. Martial Soul Hall. That's the wooden house. With the help of old Jack and Su Yuntao, it was finally Tang San's turn to awaken his martial soul. At this moment, the sound of the system echoed again after a 3-month interval. Ding, it has been detected that Tang San is conducting his first martial soul awakening ceremony and has met the check.in requirements. Do you want to sign in? Without any hesitation, Mo Lang clicked yes. Ding. Congratulations on the host's successful check.in. Reward the divine level martial soul Ruyi golden hoop stick and the chaotic level martial soul Pangu Kaitian axe. When Mo Lang heard about the reward items in the system, he was completely shocked. Isn't it? Ruyi gold stick and Pangu heaven opening axe. 1 divine level martial soul, 1 chaotic level martial soul. Seeing this, Mo Lang felt relieved for a moment. Fortunately, he managed to survive last year. Otherwise, one will regret it to death. You should know that Douluo continent is just a low-level plane. There's still a divine realm up there. Having a martial soul beyond this level at the beginning of the game is simply unbeatable. What's more, I also have the chaos level martial soul Pangu Kaitian axe. This is enough to make oneself invincible in the divine realm with martial souls. Of course, I don't have a soul ring yet, and I don't know if the system can break Yu Xiaojang's research. Just give me a 100,000-year soul ring for the first one, that would be comfortable. Ding. The next check.in point, Tang San's first apprenticeship to Yu Xiaojang. Seeing the next check.in point, Mo Lang looked forward to it again and didn't know what reward Tang San would receive for his first apprenticeship. He's just a little worried now, what if his great talent is exposed? It will definitely attract the attention of the Martial Soul Hall. How can I still sign in by Tang San sighed. Even though the Martial Soul Hall may give itself endless resources, where is the reward given by the system good? More importantly, he doesn't want to be too high profile. I just want to make a fortune quietly and then bubble up with girls. As a virgin in his past life, he had an exceptional obsession with picking up girls. Can the system? Sure. I haven't finished speaking yet, can you? I can hear your voice. Then I have a heartless request. Persistence is still up to you, this system can't help. Obviously, the system has read Mo Lang's desire to become persistent again. Okay, then help me hide my talent so that I can go to Notting City with Tang San to go to school. That was the place where Tang San first met Xiaowu, and he felt that he could definitely sign in again. No problem. After Tang San finished his test quickly, Su Yuntao said with a regretful expression. Unfortunately, the innate full soul power is actually a useless martial soul like blue silver grass. After speaking, he looked at Mo Lang and said, Kid, it's your turn. Okay. Mo Lang adjusted his soul power to level 1, and then had the system turn the Ruyi gold stick into a needle, so that he could go to Notting City to study without occupying any spots for Tang Sangong students. Silver Needle. After seeing Mo Lang's martial soul, Su Yuntao sighed and found another low-level martial soul. Sure enough, it's too difficult to have a genius in such a rural place. Do you want to test your soul power? However, Su Yuntao still asked Mo Lang, after all, the silver needle also has some damage, or can it be used as an auxiliary medical soul master? Well, Mo Lang nodded. Level 1 soul power, at least has the qualification to become a soul master. If you don't go to the Martial Soul Hall for free cultivation, you won't be able to do it. If you want to become a soul master, go to school yourself, Su Yuntao said. Then he picked up something and walked away without looking back. The door opens. Old Jack immediately approached nervously and asked, Master, is there anyone in our village who can become a soul master this year? Su Yuntao glanced at Old Jack and sighed, saying, There are actually 2, but unfortunately. Master, what's going on? Su Yuntao spoke up about Mo Lang and Tang San, and then left. Old Jack looked at Mo Lang and Tang San and said, Don't worry, even if it's smashing pots and selling iron, Grandpa will send you to Notting City for school. Besides, who said that useless martial souls cannot be cultivated? In my opinion, there are no useless martial souls, only useless people. Grandpa is waiting for you to become soul saints. Mo Lang looked at Old Jack with some surprise. He didn't expect Old Jack to comfort himself and say such a famous quote. Looking at Old Jack's face with some old age spots, Mo Lang clenched his fist and swore in his heart. Old Jack, don't worry, with me around, I'll take you to see the divine realm. But before that, go earn some tuition fees on your own. Otherwise, Old Jack's savings wouldn't be enough. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. My name is Xiaowu, the Dance of Dancing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. My name is Xiaowu, the Dance of Dancing, Xiao Mo, this is your salary for the past 3 months. Take it. 3 months have passed in the blink of an eye, and the day of the start of Notting College is approaching. Mo Lang has not been idle for these 3 months. I came to Notting City and found a job. At first, Old Jack certainly did not allow it, but under Mo Lang's insistence, Old Jack agreed. Because Mo Lang said, Your voice with Widow Wang is too loud. Old Jack almost passed away in embarrassment on the spot. Fortunately, no one heard him, so he breathed a sigh of relief and agreed to let Mo Lang go to Notting City to take a look, but he must come back once a month for him to see. Mo Lang nodded and agreed, reminding Old Jack to take care of his health. After all, age is already there. There are some things that are hard to say. So, relying on his culinary skills as a graduate of New Oriental, Mo Lang found a job as a chef, and 3 months passed in a blink of an eye. Nodding college has finally started, and I can sign in again. After thanking the boss, Missouri Lang took the money and bought big and small packages of things, preparing to return to Holy Soul Village. Even though he is almost 8 years old now, with the nourishment of the star technique, he looks almost as tall as a boy aged 11 or 12, and his strength is even more terrifying. Mo Lang secretly tested it himself and it has reached 500 pounds. That is to say, if he punches, ordinary people are not his opponents at all. Although the star technique stagnated after reaching level 20, the excess power of the stars was nourishing his physical body. After leaving the city with something on his back, Mo Lang looked at the empty space and collected it into the system space, then quickly rushed towards the Holy Soul Village. Bang! Suddenly, a loud noise caught Mo Lang's attention. Little girl, we were wrong. We'll refund them the money now. Mo Lang gazed intently and saw 2 strong men surrounded by a white soul ring. One held an axe, while the other saw a ghostly figure of a jackal emerge from behind. Obviously, they are 2 soul warriors. However, these 2 people knelt on the ground in some embarrassment, begging for mercy. Standing opposite them was a little girl who was 1 head shorter than Mo Lang and looked smaller than him. The little girl is very cute, with a pretty smiling face that is white with a hint of red. She is dressed in pink and looks like a peach, making people feel the urge to take a bite. At this moment, this lovely smiling face was filled with anger, looking angrily at the 2 big men in front of him. Sleeping slut. This is Xiaowu. Mo Lang recognized the little girl at a glance, who was the little dance of his daydream. It's just that Xiaowu is now what Xiaolai looks like. Wait. Little lowly. Developing games is also quite good. Elio. Just as Mo Lang was about to help, he stopped in his tracks. No way. If I go now, if Xiaowu proposes to follow me back, it must lead to Xiaowu and Tang San meeting earlier. How else will you sign in by then? The system cannot sign in early, isn't it, because you missed 1 more sign in? Okay, give me the money and I'll let you go. Xiaowu walked over and unpreparedly extended her hand to the 2 of them. Want money, dream. Go to hell. Unexpectedly, the 2 people kneeling on the ground suddenly erupted and attacked Xiaowu from left to right. How dare you sneak attack? Xiaowu didn't expect these people to be so shameless. I felt a bit flustered for a moment. Shit. Go to sign in his mother, and the woman I like will dare to move and die. When Mo Lang saw this scene, he didn't care what he signed in for. At the same time, he also wanted to understand how to teach Tang San to be a man if he hesitated at everything he did. Xiaowu was already the woman he had set in mind, and he absolutely wouldn't allow anyone to harm her. The star technique is in operation, and Mo Lang is wrapped in starlight all over his body, like wearing a Star River cloak and Star War armor. His martial soul does not need to be summoned, and he is as fast as lightning, punching 2 people with a bang. Puff. These 2 are just ordinary level 10 soul masters. Under the immense power of Mo Lang's 500 pounds, their internal organs were shattered, and they suddenly flew out like kites off the string, crashing into the big trees on both sides. Life and death are unknown. After killing animals in New Oriental for 4 years, his heart was already colder than in Antarctica. Only women can affect his speed of drawing a knife. And his masters. Only women wearing black silk can affect their speed of drawing knives. Little girl, are you okay? Mo Lang almost handed over Xiaowu's name directly, but fortunately he changed it in time, otherwise it would be difficult to explain. No, it's okay. When she saw Mo Lang's sunny and handsome face, for some reason, Xiaowu felt as if her heart had been hit by something, and the deer began to jump wildly. Especially when I think of the way the other person was shining with stars just now, he was so handsome. However, at this moment, she didn't know what kind of emotion it was, she only knew that the young man looked pretty good. At this moment, Mo Lang also looked at Xiaowu, looking at his porcelain doll-like face, emitting a faint fragrance. Although the other person was still young, it also hit his heart. She is truly the protagonist, just beautiful. Why did you have nosebleeds? Xiaowu watched as Mo Lang's nose was bleeding profusely, and immediately took out a handkerchief from her body to help Mo Lang wipe his nose. Ah! Mo Lang immediately reacted and touched his nose, and there was really blood flowing out. He cursed himself as a beast in his heart. Even if the other person is 105,000 years old, they still look like a little lowly. If it were in a past life, this would have to be done in prison. Don't move, I'll help you wipe it. Thank you for saving me just now. Xiaowu whispered softly, then gently helped Mo Lang wipe his nosebleed. She just didn't notice that her voice suddenly became gentle. It's okay, maybe I've been eating something lately and got overheated. Mo Lang didn't expect that the stir-fried eggs with leeks, which he had been eating for 3 years, would only become popular now. After secretly operating the star technique and stopping the nosebleeds, Mo Lang looked at Xiaowu curiously and asked, "How did you get into a fight with them?" "I saw them scamming the elderly here for money, saying that eating soul beast meat can increase the chance of awakening soul power." How could soul beast meat have such an effect? As soon as she thought of this, Xiaowu became normal again and exclaimed angrily. Selling soul beast meat. Upon hearing this, Mo Lang remembered the 5 golden soul coins that old Jack had been deceived into, and immediately looked angrily at the 2 of them. It turned out that the 2 had already died. He looked at his fist and didn't expect him to be so powerful. But if they die, they will die. If they don't die, I will make their lives worse than death. I didn't expect you to be quite impressive at a young age, right? Xiaowu didn't say much when she saw the 2 people dead, and without any fear, she took out a money bag from them because she didn't have much affection for humans. My mother died in the hands of humans. But she has been in the human world for a year or 2, knowing that humans also distinguish between good and evil, just like soul beasts. That's also why she's willing to help those elderly people. Because when she came out, she received a lot of favors from the elderly, providing her with food and shelter. By the way, my name is Xiaowu. Dancing dance, what's your name? Xiaowu remembered something and suddenly asked about Mo Lang's self-introduction. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. I can squeeze a bed with Alang. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. I can squeeze a bed with Alang. My name is Mo Lang, the waves of the waves. Mo Lang looked at the familiar opening line and said with great emotion. Why have you been staring at me all this time? Watching Mo Lang staring at her all the time, Xiaowu asked with some embarrassment. There's something on your face, Mo Lang said casually. What is it? It's a bit cute. Xiaowu's face turned red into a red apple, appearing even more shy and cute. This is the first time a boy has said he is cute. You also have something on your face. Is it a bit handsome? No, it's the runny nose that came out from wiping your nose blood just now. By the way, Alang, where are you going? After returning the soul coins to those people with Mo Lang, Xiaowu suddenly asked Mo Lang. Upon hearing this, Mo Lang, who had originally intended to sneak away, knew that he couldn't escape. However, it's also a good thing for Xiaowu to stay by her side. At least I can protect her. After thinking it through, Mo Lang stopped hesitating and said, Go home. Isn't Notting College starting the day after tomorrow? I'm planning to go there to study. That's too coincidental. I'm also going to Notting College, let's go together. Xiaowu didn't know why she trusted the boy so much when she saw him for the first time in front of her. No problem, but I need to go home first because I have a younger brother who is also going, and at the same time, I need to see my grandfather, Mo Lang said. Are you going home? Upon hearing these two words, Xiaowu's eyes flickered with disappointment, and she nervously looked at Mo Lang and asked, Can I come home with you? Upon hearing these words, Mo Lang's heart twitched again. If a girl had said such things to her in her past life, she wouldn't have had a mother and fetus solo. Of course, not a problem, let's speed up now and go back for lunch. I'll show you my cooking skills then. Since we can't avoid it, Mo Lang won't miss any opportunity to hook up with Xiaowu. Love grows over time. Really? You still know how to cook? Xiaowu immediately became excited again. There is no doubt about the nature of food. Of course, I guarantee you'll be surprised. Mo Lang raised his eyebrows and said. It's time to showcase your knife skills. I'll carve a phoenix for you with carrots. Holy Soul Village. There were two figures standing there early in the village, looking anxiously. Dad, it's not me who said, if you get lost, even Xiao Mo, that kid, can't get lost. The young figure named John looked at old Jack beside him and said. Get out of here. At this time, Xiao Mo would have come back long ago. It's been an hour now and he hasn't come back yet. Can you tell me I'm not worried? Old Jack glared at his son. What does it mean? Tell me that I'm experienced in dementia. You rascal. John looked at his father who was in a fit of anger and didn't dare to speak too much. He then followed suit and looked outside the village, only to see Mo Lang come back. Father, come on, Xiao Mo is back. I'll say that kid won't get lost, will he? What's your name? I'm not blind. After seeing Mo Lang's figure, a smile appeared on old Jack's face. Seeing this, John began to doubt whether he had personally done it. Just when he saw a pretty girl next to Mo Lang, old Jack looked surprised. Does this kid bring his granddaughter back in the past 3 months? You look pretty good, and as you grow up, you are definitely a beautiful embryo. It seems that you still need to work hard to save money to marry this kid. Old Jack, I'm back. Mo Lang looked at old Jack and immediately rushed up, patting his waist. It's not bad, you're not addicted to beauty. Little rabbit, it's getting smaller and smaller. Old Jack scolded and smiled, then looked at Xiaowu and said, Who is this little girl? I won't introduce her either. Just this kid's mouth, he must have seen other girls look beautiful, and then coaxed and tricked them back. John joked on the side. John, I need to talk to Aunt Mona about what happened in the small forest that day. Mo Lang then noticed that John was also there. If little John reveals his true identity, the glorious image he has finally established in front of little Dance will be completely destroyed. So he immediately clicked on the other person, who immediately closed his mouth. Mo Lang then introduced to old Jack and John with satisfaction, her name is Xiaowu. We met while working in Notting City and will also go to Notting College the day after tomorrow. We will come to our house to play these 2 days and go to Notting City together the day after tomorrow. Mo Lang told Xiaowu on the road not to tell old Jack about his strength, so that old Jack wouldn't worry blindly. Xiaowu didn't ask much and nodded in agreement. However, she became increasingly curious about Mo Lang. Mo Lang introduced old Jack and John to Xiaowu, who immediately greeted them obediently. The two of them saw Xiaowu, who was cute and polite, and also liked this little girl very much. Alright, let's go home first. I bought some things and I'll give you a big feast today. Mo Lang decided to show off his true cooking skills. Thoroughly bind Xiaowu's stomach and then get her heart. I haven't eaten the food your kid cooked for another month, and I really miss it a bit. Old Jack saw that Mo Lang wanted to show off and immediately praised Xiaowu. Xiaowu, don't be fooled by Mo Lang's carefree demeanor, but as soon as you enter the kitchen, it's like a different person. Originally, old John thought Mo Lang would come up with his signature dish. What about fish head with chopped peppers, mapo tofu, Westlake fish in vinegar sauce, Dou Po braised pork, beef in sour soup, and so on. When Mo Lang brought out the first dish, he was dumbfounded. This is actually a phoenix carved from radish and other vegetables. Next is the white tiger carved from white radish. And then various radishes were carved out, looking extremely gorgeous dishes. And there are also some dishes he has never seen before. Just looking at the plate, it makes people feel very expensive. Seeing this, old Jack turned his head to look at Mo Lang, this kid. How could you know a little bit, kid? It's just $1 billion. But the thought of raising this kid for so long without eating these dishes, and the result being a girl, and you playing with the dishes, is a bit too much. This was all learned in Notting City. I'm not an apprentice at Notting City Hotel anymore. I'll make the dishes I learned for you immediately. Mo Lang explained as he saw old Jack about to explode. This satisfied old Jack, and then he called some people from the village, including Tang Hao and Tang San. Originally, Mo Lang was worried about something happening with Tang San and the little ball, but he found that Xiaowu was busy eating big meals without even looking at Tang San. Mo Lang finally breathed a sigh of relief, as it seemed that his worries were unnecessary. Tang Hao just gave Mo Lang a meaningful glance and said, "Why are they all radishes? Are you a rabbit?" Mo Lang pretended not to know what the other person meant and glanced at Xiaowu, saying, "These are all Xiaowu's favorite foods. She is so far away that she is a guest. What status do you have in mind?" Tang Hao. How could I suffer such injustice by being granted the title Douluo by Laozi? Pour me some more wine. How to relieve worries? Only do Kong. Soon, it was evening. Xiao Mo, squeeze with your cousin today and let Xiaowu sleep on your bed. Although old Jack is very satisfied with Xiaowu, there is no need to be so anxious. Both of them are children, and the future depends on themselves. It's okay, I can squeeze a bed with Alang. Before Mo Lang could nod, Xiaowu said on the side. Requesting recommended tickets and collecting them, thank you. End of this chapter. Chapter 6. Mo Lang, have the Capital of Title Douluo. New book for collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. Mo Lang, have the Capital of Title Douluo. New books for collection and recommended tickets. In the end, Mo Lang still paved the ground. After all, Xiaowu is only 6 years old this year, how could she possibly be a beast? Just when I woke up the next day, Mo Lang felt like he was entangled by an octopus. Open your eyes and take a look. He is foolish. Xiaowu slept on the ground at some point, entangled around her like an octopus. Watching Xiaowu sleeping soundly, Mo Lang couldn't bear to disturb her. Mom, I miss you so much. Just Xiaowu suddenly murmured a dream sentence, which directly touched Mo Lang's heart. At this moment, he remembered that Xiaowu, like himself, seemed carefree but was actually very fragile and sensitive in his heart. Especially in terms of family affection, we cherish it even more. At this moment, Mo Lang finally understood how much he had a liking for Xiaowu. It turned out that they were all of the same kind of person. He is an orphan. Xiaowu, don't worry, with me around, you will definitely not be hurt by anyone. Looking at the tears in Xiaowu's eyes, Mo Lang clenched his fist and swore in his heart. Soon. The opening day of Notting College has arrived. Old Jack said he would personally send Mo Lang, Xiaowu, and Tang San to school to register for anything. Mo Lang had no choice but to agree. After all, old Jack has another scene with the security guard behind him. It is precisely because the gatekeeper has a low opinion of people that they meet the master Yu Xiaogang. It was only then that Tang San became a disciple. That's the time of my third check that I in. However, even if old Jack doesn't go, Mo Lang still has a way to make Tang San apprentice to Yu Xiaogang. It's just a little troublesome. Since old Jack wanted to go, Mo Lang followed suit. Just if that security guard dares to take action. He doesn't mind letting him know what cruelty is. Soon. A few people arrived at the gate of Notting College. Stop. What do you rural people want to do? Is this something you can come to? The young gatekeeper, upon seeing the attire of Mo Lang and his companions, immediately shouted and scolded. Old Jack quickly took out the proof given by Su Yuntao. After reading it, the security guard sneered repeatedly, suspecting that the proof was false, and then said, even if it's true, you only have one spot. How did 3 people come? Hee, isn't it okay for the young master to pay for his own education? Mo Lang couldn't stand the guard's narrow-minded attitude towards others, so he took out a few gold soul coins he had earned while working and said. The gatekeeper looked at the golden soul coin in Mo Lang's hand with a hint of greed in his eyes. His eyes rolled and he immediately became ferocious, saying, I'll tell you why I lost the money just now. It turns out you stole it, you're the one who wanted to die. The gatekeeper looked at the patched clothes of several people, and saw that they were rural people with no money or power. He beat them up himself and then snatched the money, but no one dared to say anything. Be careful, Brother Lang. Seeing that the other party was about to take action, Tang San immediately wanted to take action. Just the next moment, Mo Lang grabbed the guard's fist and slapped him in the face. With a tremendous force of 500 pounds, he directly knocked out the guard's teeth and spat out blood and water. The guard was dumbfounded. Is this kid born with divine power? Old Jack and Tang San were also dumbfounded. When did Mo Lang become so fierce? Kid, if you dare to cause trouble at Notting College, wait for me. Shut up. Being slapped by a child in public was such a shame. The gatekeeper was so angry that he wanted to call someone, but was interrupted by a hoarse voice. The gatekeeper was momentarily stunned when someone dared to tell him to shut up. As soon as he turned around, he was about to curse, only to find out that it was Yu Xiaogang. He immediately showed a flattering smile on his face and nodded, saying, Master, have you come back? Yu Xiaogang nodded and then looked at Mo Lang with a frown, saying, You're young, you're just so ruthless. Who taught you that? Mo Lang didn't expect Yu Xiaogang to come and teach him a lesson, so he immediately spoke in displeasure. This gatekeeper's eyes are too low on people, and he even falsely accuses me of stealing money, and even wants to hit people. If it weren't for my strength, if I were an ordinary person here, I would have been beaten by him long ago and would have been robbed of money. It's light to slap him. If it weren't for the face of Notting College, I would have ruined that hand for him. Besides, I came to Ding College to learn skills, not to be bullied. Mo Lang's words are reasonable and well-founded, neither speaking or being inferior, and are powerful and powerful. It's good to say that I'm here to learn skills, not to be bullied. You're very good, kid. Would you be willing to learn from me? Yu Xiaogang looked at Mo Lang with a satisfied expression in his eyes. Now Mo Lang is confused. You're not even looking at the proof, damn it. Why do you take me as an apprentice? Tang San is your true love. I come here to whore with Tang San for nothing. You want me to worship you as a teacher. This is not blocking my way of making money. Blocking people's financial path, like killing parents, do you create it? No need, Mo Lang has the ability to be titled Douluo. What level do you want me to apprentice to you? Mo Lang glanced at Yu Xiaogang, his eyes seeming to say, Old man, you give me enough, this is not the script you should take. As soon as this sentence is spoken, the whole scene fell silent. Everyone looked at Mo Lang in surprise. Who is this kid? Can you pretend to be so small? Even Tang San looked at Mo Lang with a surprised expression as he said such shameless words. At this moment, he finally understood why his father had a good conversation with the other party. Because every time my father gets drunk, he says he's a ban Douluo. Even the master Xiaogang wanted to say something. After all these years of research, I haven't found anyone who can pretend better than you. Bang! Before Xiaogang could speak, old Jack punched him Olangma and said, "Little rabbit, what kind of nonsense are you talking about? The master wants to take you as an apprentice, that's your honor. Don't you thank the master? After all, old Jack has lived for so long." From the attitude of the gatekeeper, it can be seen that this seemingly decadent and lazy middle-aged man should have a high status. If Alang could learn from him, he would definitely achieve great success in the future. However, he was also a bit puzzled. He knew that Alang would brag, but he didn't expect him to be so skilled. Especially when seen by so many people, his old face couldn't help but feel a bit embarrassed. "If you can become a soul saint, I will call you Grandpa." "Ha ha ha, young man has ambition. Since you don't want to worship me as your teacher, let it be. I won't force you, but if you understand, you can come find me." Xiaogang burst out laughing. He thought the kid in front of him was too interesting, so he picked up the Martial Soul Hall certificate on the ground and looked at it. A hint of surprise flashed in his eyes, and he asked, "Who is your name, Tang San?" "It's me." Upon hearing the master call him, Tang San immediately raised his little hand. Xiaogang nodded and glanced meaningfully at Tang San, then apologetically said to old Jack, "Sir, on behalf of the college, I apologize to you for what happened earlier. This proof is true. If you can rest assured, will these children be handed over to me? Will I take them to register?" End of this chapter. Chapter 7. Third check-in, I am born with a full soul power of level 20. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. Third check-in, I am born with a full soul power of level 20. No need to apologize, no need to apologize. My grandson also doesn't want me to be humiliated, so he acted a bit harder, but I assure you, master, he is definitely a good child. Old Jack was a bit flattered, but he still helped Alang explain. Then he looked at Alang anxiously and said, "Why are you still staring at me? Why don't you hurry up and apprentice? Are you trying to anger me?" Alang looked at old Jack's appearance and knew that he couldn't do without his apprenticeship, but why did Xiaogang take me as his disciple? Can you also see my twin martial souls? With so much here, he didn't want to reveal his talent, so he didn't ask much. But he said, "If you want me to apprentice, you can, but Tang San is my little brother, and you must also accept him as your disciple." "Brother Lang, I." Tang San was somewhat moved, not expecting Alang to take care of himself so much. He certainly saw that the master in front of him should have some skills. "As long as he is willing, of course I have no problem," Xiaogang said as he looked at Alang. "I am worried that there is no excuse to take Tang San, the twin martial soul, as my disciple. Since you took the initiative to propose this, young man. It seems that we have a master-disciple relationship. Before I even entered the door, I helped my teacher solve problems. He is truly a good disciple of a teacher. I have one more condition. You still have a fart, I'll make the decision for you. From now on, the master will be your master. Hurry up and call the master." What else did Alang want to say? Old Jack beside him gave the brat a glare. Immediately, respectfully Xiaogang said, "Master, these grandsons and granddaughters of mine are bothering you. I'll go back first. If that kid doesn't listen, you can beat him up hard for me. He's thick-skinned and fine, . Alang is speechless. Is there someone like you who is your grandfather? Ha ha, sir, I don't know how to hit children. You can rest assured to go back, said Xiaogang. Old Jack then bid farewell with peace of mind and left. Before leaving, he looked at Alang and the others with reluctance. These are all good children. I hope you can become powerful soul masters soon. Just years later, what old Jack didn't expect was that the three of them not only became powerful soul masters, but also gods. Let's go. Knowing that he couldn't see old Jack's figure, Xiaogang just spoke up. Alang and the others looked at old Jack's back with some reluctance. He really wanted to help old Jack open a room and sleep for a night, but he knew he would rather sleep on the street than spend this money. So he didn't say that either. It seems that I need to find a way to make a lot of money. Let old Jack live a good life as soon as possible. After all, cooking skills cannot earn much money in Douluo continent. Besides, since I have traveled through time, how could I still be willing to become a cook? Just not in a hurry yet. The third check that is about to begin, and I don't know what reward the system will give this time. Before leaving, Xiaogang gave a lesson to the young guards and let them take care of themselves. I just walked into the school with Alang and the others. Hey, old man, why did you take me as an apprentice when you said you were good? Shouldn't it be because you coveted my beauty? Seeing no one around, Alang couldn't help but ask curiously. This question directly made Xiaowu laugh. I don't know why, but she felt that being with Alang was the happiest time she had ever been out. Although it was only 2 days ago, she ate a lot of things that she had never eaten in the past 2 days, and listened to a lot of unfashionable love stories that were obviously very greasy, but could make you bump around. The more she understood Alang, the more she found out that there were always some strange things in his mind. Tang San had no unnecessary surprise, he had become accustomed to it in recent years. As long as he doesn't bow down to his father and asks himself to call him uncle, he can accept anything. But Xiaogang couldn't accept it. He twitched at the corner of his mouth, looking at Alang with a mixture of tears and laughter. How could you speak so out of tune, even though you look at me with clear eyebrows and beautiful eyes? In the words of the villagers of Xun'er village, why does a good child have a mouth? I believe soon, Xiaogang will also know this sentence. However, to prove himself, Xiaogang said, I won't talk about you for now, let me talk about Tang San. Tang Sanju tightened her grip and said, is it difficult for me to fall in love with you? Xiaogang took out the certificate and said, after my investigation and my research, you should have a very powerful martial soul besides blue-silver grass. Tang San raised his left wrist without leaving a trace, then his eyes slowly calmed down and he said, there is always a special case, why can I be a special case? It's like this. Xiaogang was chatting confidently, while Lao Shen was there to popularize a lot of science, which stunned Tang San and Xiaowu for a moment. Finally, Tang San nodded and suddenly knelt down on the ground, kowtowing 3 times to Xiaogang and respectfully saying, I pay my respects to master. This time, Xiaogang was stunned and couldn't help but laugh and cry. Silly kid, all you need to do to become a teacher is bow. Kowtowing is the etiquette of worshipping the king and parents. Then Tang San said the famous saying, one is to be a teacher and a father for life. You should accept my kneeling worship. At the same time, the sound of the system echoed again in Alang's mind after 3 months. Ding! Tang San's first apprenticeship has been detected and he has met the check that requirements. Have you checked in? Yes. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully signing in. Rewards. Natural Divine Power, Divine Gang Protector, Divine Soul Guide Void Ring, and Dotian 6 Emperor's Card. Upon hearing this, Alang was immediately overjoyed. Don't be fooled by your awakening of the Ruyi Golden Hoop Stick and the Pangu Heavenly Axe, but hesitate that your strength is too low. You can't even hold the Ruyi Golden Hoop Stick, which weighs 13,500 pounds. And the Pan Kai Tian Axe is even more exaggerated. Alang feels like he hasn't reached the title Douluo, so he can't condense it, and he may even need to reach the divine level to use it. Is it really difficult to use the Pangu Heavenly Axe to split open the divine realm on your own? Of course, it is also possible to constantly check in and become stronger, and be able to use the Pangu Heavenly Axe in advance. Having a Ruyi golden hoop stick in the early stage is enough. The small Douluo plane, with its own divine level martial soul, still walks horizontally. The problem is that I don't have the strength to hold the Ruyi golden hoop stick. Now that I have signed in and obtained natural divine power, it's not just that I can pretend to be forced with the Ruyi golden hoop stick. However, before Mo Lang could see how much natural divine power had increased, Xiaogang looked at Tang San and said, "Now let's talk about you." Seeing this, Mo Lang didn't worry anymore. Instead, he was curious about how Xiaogang could see his uniqueness. Xiaogang looked at Mo Lang's curious face and thought of being so young and possessing such terrifying power. It must be innate soul power. So he confidently said, "Based on my speculation, you should also have innate soul power, right?" "No, I am at level 20 with innate full soul power. Requesting recommended tickets and collecting them. Thank you." End of this chapter. Chapter 8. Xiaogang, you still have a long way to go. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. Xiaogang, you still have a long way to go. Well, I'll say you're born full. Wait, what did you say earlier? You have innate soul power at level 20. Xiaogang quickly realized and looked at Mo Lang with a face full of fear, then confirmed and asked again. Yes, that's right, I am indeed at level 20 of innate full soul power. Mo Lang had a showdown. He stopped pretending. Now that I have innate divine power and divine protection, there is no need to conceal that I am a genius. I used to beg for self-protection, but now I have the power to beg for a watermelon peel. Whoever dares to pretend in front of me, the young master will blow your dog's head with a stick. That's how it expands, that's how it hangs. Now Xiaogang, Tang San, and Xiaowu are all shocked. Congenital soul power level 20. As long as you find the soul ring, you can become a great soul master. The master's eyes flashed with an imperceptible surprise, as he had innate soul power of level 20 and knew something. Only that place will appear. Is it difficult taking advantage of their surprise? Mo Lang quickly took a look at the introduction of the heavenly divine power, divine gang protector, and divine soul guide in the void realm. Natural divine power. The host directly possesses a tremendous power of 10,000 pounds. Divine gang body protection. Immune to all damage below Soul Emperor. Excluding Soul Emperor, void ring. It contains mustard seed space and can accommodate a void of things. Martial Soul Hall Level 6 Token. Martial Soul Hall Elder Token. After reading it, it's Mo Lang's turn to be dumbfounded. Born with divine power, if you carry the word God with you, will you add 10,000 pounds of power? Am I still unable to hold the Ruyi gold stick? You don't have a good hammer yet. However, with a tremendous force of 10,000 pounds, even if one cannot use the Ruyi golden hoop stick, it will not be too troublesome. However, you are too protective of the divine spirit. Can only be immune to attacks below the Soul Emperor, and is also famous for not wrapping the Soul Emperor. Isn't this to say that when I meet the Soul Emperor and those above, I still have to endure it? You are deceiving consumers. Because he thought he had divine level power and divine level vigorous chi, but in the end fortunately, no one heard it, it was all one's own. Moreover, according to the development of the plot, it is still a long time before characters above Soul Emperor appear, and I still have some time to develop myself. Alright, I got it. You have innate full soul power at level 30, okay. Xiaogang was a bit excited just now, but as soon as he thought of this kid claiming that he had the ability to be titled Douluo, he immediately realized it. I almost got scared by this kid, it's a bit embarrassing. Innate soul power level 20, I really haven't heard of it myself. But to be honest, this kid can really boast. I knew you didn't believe it, so I'll reluctantly show it to you. Seeing the other person not believing, Mo Lang had no choice but to showcase his soul power. Fortunately, he knew that Xiaogang's character was still good, and it didn't matter if he was exposed. So he immediately turned on the star technique, carrying the majestic soul power of the star power, and immediately surrounded Alang, as if wearing a Milky Way, dazzling and dazzling. Okay, lie down. Yu Xiaogang looked perfunctorily at Alang, and upon seeing Alang's rich soul power, he immediately exclaimed, lie down. Similarly, Xiaowu and Tang San were surprised to see this scene, and their mouths opened in an O shape. What soul power is this? Why do you have colors in your soul power? Or is it colorful black? However, the richness of this soul power is indeed level 20 soul power. Why does your soul power have color? Shocked, Yu Xiaogang couldn't help but ask curiously. Alang was stunned for a moment. How should he explain? Immediately, the brain melon seed quickly ran and came up with a good solution. He looked disdainfully and said, thank you for being a master and having a good understanding of martial souls. Do you only know that martial souls can mutate, but you don't know that soul power can also mutate? Soul power can also mutate. Who did you hear? Yu Xiaogang was puzzled again, especially when he saw the look in Alang's eyes. He was actually looked down upon by a child, and he felt very uncomfortable. Of course it was me. My master researched it. Alang said without blushing or beating his heart, his face unchanged. Anyway, boasting is free and no one can expose themselves. Besides, is the system your own master? Did your master develop it? Where is your master? He has traveled and asked me to come here to study. He said you're pretty good, but your vision is a bit short-sighted. Soul power, soul rings, and martial souls are far from simple as you imagine. After explaining, Alang said confidently, Xiaogang, you still have a long way to go. Yu Xiaogang looked at Alang's appearance and was speechless for a moment. As someone who was almost 50 years old, he was actually taught a long way by a young boy. It really made him feel a bit embarrassed. And when Xiaowu looked at Alang, her ruby-like eyes lit up with stars. Alang is too powerful, he knows so much. Even Tang San was surprised. Is what Lang Gu told himself before true? Does he really have a very skilled master? Do you know astronomy above and geography below? Okay, since you have a master now, I won't force you to worship me as your master. But why don't you explain it clearly to your grandfather? Yu Xiaogang asked. I've said it before, they're all just like you, except they're all bragging to me. Alang shrugged helplessly and said, I'm too lazy to show it to them. If you don't believe me, ask the mistress. Upon hearing this, Yu Xiaogang looked towards Tang San, who nodded and knew that Alang was not lying. After sorting out his emotions, he knew he had found a treasure. But he also knows the seriousness of the matter. If Alang and Tang San's talents were discovered by the Martial Soul Hall, something would definitely happen, so he repeatedly reminded the three of them not to reveal this matter. After receiving the assurance of the three, Yu Xiaogang suppressed his excitement and completed the enrollment procedures with them. It wasn't until Yu Xiaogang returned to his room that he realized he hadn't told the boy his name, did he? But when he thought about the boy's teacher asking him to come here, perhaps the other teacher had told him his own name, so he didn't pay much attention. Old Jack was not by his side, and Alang didn't worry about spending money. He helped Tang San and Xiaowu pay their tuition fees. Tang San also said somewhat regretfully, Brother Lang, thank you, but I will definitely pay you back the tuition fee. Another hammer, you call me Brother Lang, don't worry about this money, Brother Qian. Alang lightly patted the back of Tang San's head and said nonchalantly, which moved Tang San very much. He swore to repay Alang in the future. Originally, the three of them were supposed to go to the legendary 7 houses. Because according to the plot, my fourth check that IN location should be at the time when Tang San and Xiaowu first met. But because I met Xiaowu in advance, the plot advanced a lot, the fourth check. In point prompted by the system also became the first time Tang San obtained a soul ring. Alang felt that since that was the case, there was no need for the three of him to go to Qixia to join the fun and endure hardship, so he helped all three of them pay their tuition fees and live better. What makes Alang very curious is whether he should also obtain soul rings, and he doesn't know what year the system will reward him with soul rings. Alang became somewhat excited. Quickly, the three of them arrived at the accommodation for the first grade. Although they paid, they didn't pay much, and they only lived a little better than working students. However, what happened in Qixia still happened in this dormitory. As soon as they entered, they received a lot of contemptuous looks. One of the older boys walked over with a group of boys who were 1.5 a head shorter than him. He originally wanted to stand tall and watch Alang speak, but when he walked over, he found that this freshman was as tall as himself. Although somewhat surprised, when he saw the patched clothes on Alang and Tang San's bodies, he looked contemptuously and said, "Get out of here quickly. This is not where you working-class students should come." End of this chapter. Chapter 9. Is this okay too? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Is this okay too? Seeing this scene, Alang felt a bit speechless. Are you going through such a bloody process even though you've already paid for it yourself? Kid, I'm talking to you, are you deaf? The tall boy saw these patched working-class students ignoring him and immediately became angry, reaching out and pulling at Alang. This kind of bottom-tier working-class student, without money or background, is just a social worm. If they fight, they will fight. Just as the tall boy had just made a move, Alang appeared in front of him and lightly flicked his forehead at the former. Bang! With a loud bang, the tall young man flew backwards in front of the horrified gazes of the crowd, and then smashed the bed behind him into pieces. Alang extended his little thumb and dug out his ear, saying, "Speak to me quietly in the future. I have a bad temper and whenever I get angry, I want to hit people. Do you understand?" Ming. I understand. Watching Alang talk about flying Wang Hu with just a flick of his finger, the others in the dormitory looked at Alang with a terrifying expression on their faces and nodded in fear. He's just some children, where have you ever seen such a scene? Also, we are not working-class students. We paid the tuition fees, and from today on, I will be the leader here. You will call me Langa in the future, and he will be your third brother. Do you understand? Understood, Brother Lang. Very good. Alang nodded satisfied and looked at them, saying, "Go and help that guy up. I only used less than 10% of my strength, he should be able to resist." Alang is telling the truth. He has a tremendous strength of 10,000 pounds now, and 1/10 of his strength can reach 1,000 pounds, which is something this child can withstand. But to other children, Alang may sound like he's just bragging, but they dare not expose it. Although they are young, they know a lot. If you expose the other party's boasting, you won't benefit yourself and will have to be beaten. Fools are talkative. Even though Tang San had long known that Alang's personality was like this, he couldn't help but develop self-doubt. Am I a traveler, or is Alang a traveler? In the village, he is the child king. Now at school, he also wants to be the boss. He is so skilled in doing things and I don't know where to learn from. That's good, you don't have to take action yourself, you can practice quietly. But if anyone dares to have a murderous heart towards Alang, he will definitely be the first to charge forward. In this world, besides his father, only old Jack and Morang are his closest people. Xiaowu can only count as half. Under Alang's inquiry, he knew that the tall young man was named Wang Hu, and he instinctively asked what the relationship between Wang Sheng and him was. But in the end, I didn't ask to avoid unnecessary misunderstandings. What's going on with you guys? They started fighting in the dormitory right after school started, but your wings got hard. At this moment, a male teacher in his 30s brought 2 blankets and couldn't help but say a few words when he saw a bed collapse in the dormitory. Then he asked, "Who are Mo Lang and Tang San?" Mo Lang and Tang San stood up. The male teacher said, "My name is Mo Chen. You can call me Mo teacher, Mo Lang. This is the bedding that the master has given you. Thank you, Teacher Mo, for your hard work." Mo Lang and Tang San took the bedding and obediently said thank you. Mo Chen nodded in satisfaction, then gave some advice and left. Before leaving, he gave Wang Hu a fierce glare and said, "Wang Hu, don't bully others just because you're old, do you know? Look at how well the 2 of them are, look at you." After hearing the grievances, Wang Hu only wanted to burst into tears. "Teacher, are you blind? Can't you see such a big bag on my forehead? Who is bullying who on earth? You didn't see Mo Lang's appearance just now, you almost wrote the words, 'I'm a thug,' on your face. What, you're very aggrieved." Mo Lang turned his head to look at Wang Hu, who immediately shook his head and said, "No injustice, no injustice. So why are you clenching your fists? Are you trying to plot against me?" Wow. After hesitating a few times, Wang Hu burst into tears, which embarrassed Mo Lang. Finally, Mo Lang became impatient and glared at Wang Hu, saying, "Shut up, cry again and twist your head off." Wang Hu cried even louder. Others saw this scene and swore that they would hide as far as they could in the future, and would never approach Mo Lang within 10 meters. Seeing this, Tang San sighed. "Is there someone like you who comforts people?" He patted Wang Hu's shoulder and said, "Don't cry, or I'll sew your mouth together." Wang Hu really didn't cry anymore, because he saw Tang San really threading needles again. Others swear again. They must definitely stay away from these 2 brothers. One is constantly twisting their head, while the other says they're sewing your mouth, so they just thread the needle and thread it. They are all ruthless people. "Alang, I want to sleep with you." Just as Mo Lang was preparing to make the bed, Xiaowu bounced and walked in holding the blanket. Then without hesitation, he spread the blanket on Mo Lang's bed. Seeing a pink and tender little girl walk in, the others in the dormitory were taken aback and then showed a happy smile. But after hearing what the other person said and did, the smiles on their faces disappeared completely in an instant. Then I felt a little angry in my heart. This lovely little girl actually wanted to sleep in the same bed as a thug like Mo Lang. Absolutely how enviable. Mo Lang didn't expect the little ball to move over and sleep with him, feeling a bit dizzy for a moment. No matter how much he likes Xiaowu, as soon as he sees the other person's face, he has no other thoughts. After all, my 2 lifetimes add up to 30 years old. He is afraid that if he sleeps, he will treat the other person as his own daughter. "Xiaowu, there are so many people here, and there are differences between men and women. It's not good for you as a girl to sleep here, right?" Mo Lang said somewhat hesitantly. "What's wrong? I don't care. What are you afraid of? Are you still afraid of me raping you? Raping has already been done at Grandpa Jack's house." Xiaowu snorted coldly. Mo Lang listened to the familiar dialogue and his mouth twitched. "Do you see that this is still what people say? I don't want face. If it weren't for seeing you too young, I would have been a beast long ago." Seeing this scene, many boys showed an expression of envy, jealousy, and hatred. Only Tang San shook his head and exclaimed with confidence, "Women are troublesome. You sleep with me at night, how can I practice?" Perhaps it is precisely because of this that Mo Lang completely trusts Tang San. Because Tang San's heart is colder than the chef who killed fish for 20 years, I'm afraid even the woman wearing black silk cannot move him. Besides, the story of the 7 men and 1 woman you told yesterday has not been finished yet. How can I sleep? Xiaowu coquettishly said. Upon hearing this sentence, the others who were originally feeling hungry and wanted to go eat immediately stopped in their tracks. If you talk about this, we won't be hungry anymore. Even Tang San pretended not to care and spread the blanket, but in fact, he perked up his ears. 7 men and 1 woman, is that okay? Xiaowu, that's the story of the 7 dwarves and Snow White. Since you want to hear it, I'll continue tonight. Alang couldn't help but sigh when he saw these people, their ears standing higher than those of rabbits. The children in Douluo continent mature too early. It's time to purify it. Signed, rest assured to collect 2 changes per day, seeking recommended tickets. End of this chapter. Chapter 10. This soup is too nourishing for you to grasp. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10. This soup is too nourishing for you to grasp, Alang, I'm so hungry. After making the bed, Xiaowu's belly heard a cry and she looked pitifully at Alang. After eating Alang's food these past few days, she immediately thought of Alang when she was hungry. This makes Alang very happy. Being able to make a girl think of you when she's hungry is not far from her love for you. So don't take a girl to dinner or watch a movie on a date. Because there are too many people taking her there. How old are you? Take her directly to some fresh and exciting places, such as go-karts. The pleasure of adrenaline secretion will make her mistake it for a feeling of heartbeat. Either do it for her personally. Let's take you to dinner. Alang doted and rubbed Xiaowu's head. No, I want to eat what you made. Xiaowu stared at her ruby-like eyes and pouted coquettishly. No problem, I'll take you to the place where I work and introduce you to Lao Di. When I'm not by your side, you can go there to grab a meal and keep an account. I'll settle the bill when I come back. Alang thought that in a few days, Xiaogang would take Tang San to absorb the first soul ring, so he naturally had to follow along. Anyway, I have the highest level token and can freely enter any soul hunting forest. If anyone asks, just say it was given by the master. When Tang San absorbs the soul ring, he can take the opportunity to sign in again. Thinking of this, Alang felt happy in his heart, not knowing how many years of soul rings and what kind of soul skills the system would give him. It's really exciting. Brother Lang, you guys go eat, I won't go eat anymore. I brought some coarse grain cakes from home. Tang Sanyi heard that he was going out to eat and would definitely spend money, but he didn't have any money on him. He had already used a gold soul coin from Alang to register. If he still lived and ate for free, what difference would he have compared to a parasite? As a result, Tang San was slapped on the back of the head by Alang, who said without a doubt, "What are you talking about? Your father said you listen to me everything, and I said you have to go to eat. Do you understand? Besides, you are currently in the developmental stage. If you eat these coarse grain cakes all day, be careful not to let your little brother grow up. No girl will like them in the future." What? Tang San was initially very moved, and then his face was filled with black question marks. What did you say about tigers and wolves? What do I want girls to like? I just need to become stronger. Boss, have a tiger whip soup. As soon as he arrived at the restaurant, Tang San immediately ordered a tiger whip soup. I don't like girls. It doesn't mean I don't mind being small there. Ha ha ha, mistress, you drink such a small amount of tonic, be careful not to have nosebleeds. Alang couldn't help but laugh when he saw Tang San's proud and coquettish expression. Sure enough, the best money to make is one for women's cosmetics and another for men's nutrition. Who doesn't want to be beautiful? Who doesn't want to become stronger as a man? Humph, I'll show you all 3 more drinks. Tang San clearly still cares about his own development. Xiaowu looked at the two with a red face and said, "What are you talking about? How can I not understand?" Alang didn't expose the instant understanding of Xiaowu, but greeted the boss and walked into the kitchen, where he made a sour and spicy fish, dongyin gong soup, and a plate of vegetables. A few people ate happily. At the checkout, the boss even persuaded Mo Lang to stay and come to his store to work when he was short of money, earning an additional 3 gold soul coins per month. Mo Lang did not immediately agree, but said he would definitely come when he had time. Because in his previous life, he worked as a chef to make money, but in this life, his culinary skills are only for the people he loves. Mo Lang also told the boss that in the future, when Xiaowu and Tang San come to eat, they will all be recorded on his head and he will come to pay them back. The boss readily agreed that there was no problem and offered a 20% discount on all items. He can trust Mo Lang's character. This little dance was so excited that she hugged Mo Lang and shouted excitedly, "Ah Lang, you're really great." Even Tang San couldn't help but glance at Mo Lang. Brother Lang is too skilled, right? Sure enough, having money to pick up girls is simple. And I don't know what to eat for my next meal. It seems that I need to go to the blacksmith's shop early to work and try not to burden Langa anymore. Alright, let's go and buy some sets of clothes to avoid being called work students by others. Although I don't think there's anything bad about work students, I'm afraid we'll encounter some unnecessary trouble. With a big wave of his hand, Mo Lang signed up and spent 3 gold soul coins. He also spent 1 gold soul coin to buy something and eat this meal. Mo Lang still has 6 gold soul coins left. He originally wanted to keep 5 for old Jack, but when he thought that if the other party knew, they would definitely give them to him overnight, he didn't secretly put them under old Jack's pillow. Anyway, the days ahead are still very long. When he earns a lot of money, old Jack will have enough to live comfortably. Third, why did you have nosebleeds? I told you to just drink 1 bowl so little. You have to drink 3 bowls in a row. Is this tiger whip soup something you can handle at your age? Mo Lang turned around to look at Tang San, his nosebleeds raging. He immediately asked him to look up, then blocked his nostrils and patted the back of his neck with his hand. And Tang San immediately used Xiantian Gong to stop the nosebleed. He never expected that the tiger whip soup in this world would be even more replenished than in his previous life. I'm careless. Don't worry, Mo Lang can definitely talk about this matter for a few years. At the thought of this, Tang Sanyi had a big head. Good Langa, why did you have a long mouth? I spent a total of 1 gold soul coin on buying clothes. Mo Lang bought 3 pieces of clothes for himself and Tang San, and spent 1 silver coin each. The remaining 9 silver coins were given to Xiaowu. Seeing Xiaowu spending money like flowing water, Tang San made up his mind even more that in the future, if he could not find a wife, he would not find one. Unless the wife is very wealthy. Mo Lang also did not expect that his unintentional operation would make Tang San develop the idea of being close to a wealthy woman. On the way back, Tang San suddenly asked Mo Lang a question. Brother Lang, why can you reach level 20 of innate full soul power, while I can only reach level 10? Mo Lang didn't expect Tang San to ask this question. He thought for a moment and asked in reverse, what do you call me? Brother Lang. That's it. Since I'm your brother and not more powerful than you, how can I still be your brother? How can I protect you? My brother will definitely not let you die. Tang San looked into Mo Lang's sincere eyes. He knew that what Mo Lang said was true, and a mist appeared in his eyes. He thinks Mo Lang is better to him than his father. In the evening, Tang San was called away by Yu Xiaogang. Mo Lang knew that the other party should be preparing to take Tang San to the soul-hunting forest, and he should also be prepared to go ahead of time. Mo Lang also took advantage of Tang San's absence and told Xiaowu that his master would take him to absorb soul rings. After listening to it, Xiaowu's eyes became somewhat gloomy and she said, is the soul ring really that important? As a result, Wang Hu and others on the side thought to themselves, of course soul rings are important. Aren't we here to become stronger? How can one become stronger without a soul ring? If it weren't for Mo Lang's pressure, they would have thought Xiaowu was an idiot. Mo Lang said in a soft and affectionate voice, "Of course the soul ring is not as important as you. I also want to be by your side forever. But if I don't absorb soul rings, how can I become stronger? I won't be stronger. Where can I keep my strength by your side to protect you? I'm going to absorb the soul ring not to leave you, but to be able to always guard by your side in the future." Listening to Mo Lang's affectionate confession, Xiaowu's legs were weak. She threw herself into Mo Lang's arms and said in her gentlest voice, "Be careful, I'll wait for you to come back." This statement was directly understood by Wang Hu and others. That's why I didn't have a girlfriend. As a man, I was deeply moved by Mo Lang's words. When Tang San returned from the master and heard that Mo Lang was also going to the soul hunting forest to absorb soul rings, he smiled and wanted to go with Mo Lang. But he was rejected by Mo Lang. He said he wanted to go deep into the soul hunting forest, which was quite dangerous. It would be troublesome for his master to take him with him. If he were to take Tang San and master, he was afraid that they would have an accident. Tang San felt a bit lonely after listening, and he didn't even know why. He felt a sense of dependence on Mo Lang. The next morning, Mo Lang disappeared into the dormitory and went to the soul hunting forest earlier than Tang San and master. Newcomer's new book, Seeking Recommendation, Seeking Collection. The entire book is free, and collection recommendation is the greatest support. Bow and thank you. End of this chapter.